So what is good? It's your boy Joseph Matthew de la Cruz Miranda from BSE Trade B. So we were going to discuss the lean production. By the way, we're the company called Predator. So let's go. The lean production. What is the lean production? Lean production is a methodology of increasing of speed of a process within a business by cutting waste. So ano nga bang ibig sabihin nun? Pinapabilis daw niya ang pagproseso ng inyong produkto by separating the waste. So, ano nga ba yan? So, discuss natin sa mga sinusunod. The lean production. The lean production thinking originated at Toyota from its production system. The original ideas were formulated by Sakichi Toyota in the 1920s and 1930s, but made the leap to full implementation in the 1950s. So, originates at Toyota daw to. So, the original ideas were formulated by Sakichi. So, which is siya nga si Toyota. So, yung Toyota, nakikita natin yung mga sasakyan. So, siguro siya nga yun, siya rin yun eh. No? So, nagawa daw parang pinag-aaralan na nito na in the mid 1925. So, but made the leap to full implementation in 1950. So, full implementation daw noong 1950. So, mahabang panahon yun din yung ginugol nila para sa produkto. So, let's start. Ano nga ba ang mga parts nito? So, isa na dito ang transportation. Transportation, also known as touches, is the unnecessary movement of materials, equipment, or information. So, pag travel ng information, moving items or information. So, kumbaga, dito nagta-travel ang ating produkto o item or information na magagaling sa isa patungo sa isa. So, example, multiple people reviewing the same document, emailing information between people or departments, moving inventory between storage areas, moving equipment or files between work areas. So, dito na nga nangyayari ang tinatawag nating brainstorming. Kumbaga, naibibigay natin yung ating ideas sa kanya or sa ating kasama upang mas ma-develop natin ito. So, which is transportation of information. Ayan. So, next. So, we have inventory. So, sabi ito, items or information that customer has not received. So, ano yun? Inventory refers to storing more supplies or having higher quantity of materials on hand than needed or when needed. Example, valuable floor or storage space filled with unsaid items. So, dito nangyayari yung pag-i-store ng mga information or items sa inventory. So, sabi niya, storing aging assets that quickly become obsolete. Inventory or materials filling up before a complicated process step. So, kumbaga, dito natin i-store. Dito na rin nangyayari ang checking. So, malalaman natin mamaya. So, sa inventory, dyan nag-i-store ng items or information na hindi na-receive ng isang customer. So, next. Motion, excessive movement within workspace. Motion is any movement of people that does not add value to product or service. Ano yun? So, so example, storing frequently used tool and materials in hard to reach places. So, pangalawa, workplace not originize or order of the processing being performed, having to open multiple software application to complete a step. So, ang motion daw is a successive movement within workplace, storing frequently. Kumbaga, parang inventory siya, pero motion. So, yan. Next, waiting. Waiting for information. So, waiting. Kumbaga, parang familiar sa atin kasi kunwari sa hotel, may waiting area sila, mga ganon. Waiting, tapos kunyari, naghihintay ka na, nag-a-avail ka sa kanila. So, punta kang waiting area for waiting information. So, yan. So, waiting is the most prevalent of all 8 waste tests or waste, and it refers to process delays while waiting on people, equipment, material, all information. Kumbaga, waiting is the most prevalent of all waste, and it refers to process delays while waiting on people, equipment, material, or information. So, ano yun? So, example tayo. Being unable to complete a step until receiving a file. Anong sabi? Being unable to complete a step until receiving a file. So, being unable daw to complete a step until receiving a file. So, next, a process that is stalled due to a missing signature. So, kapag meron tayong papipirmahan, wala pa yung pipirma. So, kailangan natin maghintay. So, dyan nangyayari yung waiting for information or waiting for approval. So, a process step that requires the attention of busy subject matter expert. Kumbaga, dito masusubok yung ating patience sa waiting. Kasi lahat naman ng kumpanya or may produkto is nag-aaroon din ng problema. So kailangan natin maghintay upang we need to wait para matugunan ang ating mga hinanaing sa kanilang produkto or sa kanilang kumpanya upang mas ma-improve nila yung serbisyo na ibibigay nila sa atin. So, waiting is the key. So, over-processing. Doing more work than necessary. Over-processing is any effort that doesn't add value to the product or service from the customer perspective. So, example, redundant process step, paulit-ulit na step. Kumbaga, kung ako man ang customer at paulit-ulit yung ginagawa sa akin, kunyari, pagkakamali, syempre, may inis ka na rin eh. Kasi nagawa na nila dati yun. Ba't hindi pa natin maitama? Pero mapagbibigyan kasi, syempre, mali natin, bago lang siya doon. Kumbaga, na-encounter mo ulit yung isang bagong tauhan upang mangyari ulit yung mga nangyayari sa'yo na pagkakamali nung nakaraan. So, maintindihan. Understandable. So, example pa tayo. Fields on form requiring unused information. The addition of features or service that customers don't need, providing a higher level of quality than required. So, dito nga sinabi, providing a higher level of quality than required. Doon nangyayari ang processing. Kumbaga, na-improve na nila. Providing a higher level quality than required. Kumbaga, sumobra sila sa requirements. Doon nangyayari ang processing. So, next, So, next is overproduction. So, ano nga ba ang overproduction? Doing work before it's needed. So, parang self-explanatory, ano? Doing work before it's needed. Kumbaga, ina-advance mo yung work mo bago mo pa kailanganin. Let's say, ganito. Nagtatrabaho ka sa isang kumpanya. Halimbawa, naisip mo na kailangan to next week. So, gagawin ko na ngayon. Para malesen na yung trabaho ko next week. O, di ba? Kapag ginawa ko na siya, ngayon, next week pa kailangan, dun pumapasok ang tinatawag nating overproduction. So, example tayo, errors that occurs over and over. Customer dissatisfaction in a process. Fixing paperwork that is improperly. So, yun yung advance natin. So, yun, yung ginawa ko, yung binanggit ko is defects na matatakal natin mamaya. So, ano yung ginawa ko? Overproduction. O, di ba? Kasi in advance ko yung sasabihin ko mamaya na sinabi ko na ngayon. So, babalik ngayon tayo para hindi tayo maging overproduction. So, example tayo. Selecting reply all for emails that only a few need to see. Kumbaga, hindi mo na kailangan isa-isahin yung re-replyin mo. May pipindutin ka lang na reply all at mare-replyan na lahat ng kailangan mo replyan. So, di ba, ang bilis ang nangyari. Yun ang tinatawag nating overproduction. So, creating unnecessary large batches. So, kumbaga, meron tayong may order na 100 ngayong week. So, gumawa tayo ng 200. Anong nangyari? Anong tawag dun? Overproduction. Kasi naisip mo na baka kailangan din niya next week. So, hindi na natin kailangan gawin ngayon kasi meron na tayo na produce na isa pang na 100 pa. Kumbaga, yung 100 ngayon na isusupply this week, nabigay na natin. So, may sumobra pa na 100 na pan-supply next week. O, di ba? In advance natin. So, that is overproduction. So, ito pa, may example pa yun. Printing 20 copies of report that only 3 people will read. O, 3 people will read. Ay 20 copies yung pinaprint mo. So, may sumobra ka 17. Yun yung sinasabi ko nga kanina na overproduction. Kasi baka sakaling may mangailangan pa. Di ba? Advance mag-isip. Yun ang tinatawag dun. So, that is overproduction. So, defects. Mistakes and error that needed to be reworked. Ano sabi? Mga pagkakamali na kailangan nating aralin or kailangan nating gawin muli upang ma-refresh sa ating utak yung mga pagkakamali upang hindi natin magawa ito. Let's say, merong isang product. Gumawa ako ng isang product. Gamot. Kunyari, gamot. So, anong nangyari? Merong error sa isang pack. Sa isang pack. Ano mangyayari doon kapag ibigay natin to sa mga reseller? Masisira yung pangalan natin. So, kailangan nating gawin muli or rework the mistakes and error para hindi natin magawa ito. So, dito yung checking. Yung tinatawag na checking, dito rin nangyayari yung tinatawag nating checking sa defects. Kasi hindi naman natin malalaman na may problema pala ang isang product kung hindi natin i-check yung mga depekto nito. So, di ba? So, next tayo. So, skills. not using workers to fullest of abilities. So refers to not making the best use of people, experience, knowledge, skills, creativity, or capability. Ano yun? So example tayo, requiring employees to constantly ask for permission or approval, not offering employees the training to expand their abilities. So kumbaga, dito sa skills is dito hinahasa, dito dapat hinahasa ang ating mga kakayanan uh, para ma mas maganda ang maging serbisyo ng ating kumpanya sa mga customers natin. So, sabi nga dito, not offering employees the training to expand their abilities. So, kumbaga parang nalimitahan yung mga employees kasi hindi sila nagkaroon ng sapat na training upang mas maging maganda ang serbisyo. So, dapat, so napansin na nga natin, yun yung mga waste na kailangan alisin sa kumpanya para mas mag-improve ang ating production sa mga customers. Kasi 'di ba, kapag hindi natin pinagsanay ang ating mga workers, mahihirapan sila. Mahihirapan sila mag-adjust. Kasi sa mismong work nila, pinag-aaralan yung trabaho nila. Paano kung pinag-practice natin sila sa labas? Bago pumasok sa work talaga nila. O de meron na silang experience to serve the customers right, 'di ba? Kasi kung sa mismong work natin sila magpa-practice yan, magkakamali talaga. Magkakaroon ng problema yung kumpanya natin. So, dyan nangyayari ang the lean production. Sasabi nga sa the lean production is a methodology of increasing the speed of a process within a business by cutting out waste. So, lahat ng nabanggit ko kanina, yun yung mga problema or waste na kailangan nalisin sa ating kumpanya or sa ating production upang mas maging maganda ang samahan ng bawat isa. So let's continue the reporting.
Now let's proceed to the Lean Toolbox. Now under the Lean Toolbox, we have 4. The first one is the 5S. 5S is known to be an antidote to waste. The 5S, commonly ginagamit siya sa concept of housekeeping. Pero pwede rin naman natin siyang gamitin in terms of business kasi it provides a step-by-step methods for organizing, cleaning, developing, and sustaining a productive work environment. 5S stands for first, sort, or in Japanese, seiri. The goal of the sort step is to eliminate clutter and clear up space by removing things that don't belong in the area. To make it more simpler, itong sort na to ay ino-organize na yung mga gamit mo according to its use, according to its labels, para kapag gagamitin na, hindi tayo magkakandalito-lito. Now, kasama na rin dito sa sort, yung pag-alis natin sa mga hindi na natin kakailanganin. The second step is set in order, or in Japanese, seiton, or to put everything into its proper place. Now, sa isang workplace, ayaw mo naman siguro magtrabaho na meron dito, nakakalat dyan. Kaya, pag katapos natin gamitin, ibabalik natin kung saan sila dapat ilagay. Now, sa third step is shine or seiso. Shine focuses on cleaning up the work area, which means sweeping, mopping, dusting, wiping down surfaces, putting tools and materials away. Siguro self-explanatory na lang to, but it focuses on sweeping para hindi maalikabok, mamap para shiny yung floor, shine nga eh. Now, sa fourth naman natin is standardize. Now, standardized phase is initiated after the workplace has been decluttered, organized, and clean. Now, this stage ay kapag nagawa natin yung first 3 steps. kailangan nating i-maintain. Kailangan na nating i-check kung nagagawa pa rin ba natin. Hindi pwedeng sa umpisa lang. Kaya naman gumagawa tayo ng mga kagaya nito, yung mga charts na ganyan, para kapag aalis na tayo sa isang workplace, checkin muna natin kung malinis ba yung workplace na iiwanan natin. Kagaya niyan. Check natin yung red tag job site, inventory check ba tayo, tool check, or yung wipe area, yung vacuum area, lahat bago natin iwanan yung workplace. Now, done na tayo sa 4 steps, doon na tayo sa last, which is sustain. In the context of 5S, sustain refers to the commitment and self-discipline to maintain the previous 4 5S steps. This is just maintaining the cleanliness in the workplace. Now, tapos na tayo sa 5S, doon naman tayo sa JIT production. JIT stands for just in time. Now, the just-in-time inventory system is a management strategy that minimizes inventory and increases efficiency. Gusto lang sabihin dito sa just-in-time inventory system na kapag ang company magpo-produce pa lang sila kapag umorder sa kanila yung customer. Kumbaga made to order. Para ang goal nila dito, ma-minimize nila yung inventory nila or yung mga raw materials na gagamitin ng company at nagfo-focus sila dun sa may efficiency ng kanilang product. In this case, it uses the principle of pull system. What is pull system ba? Ngayon tatalakayin natin kung ano ba yung push and pull system. So, dito tayo sa push system versus pull system. Ano bang pinagkaiba nga nilang dalawa? Now, kanina, kung yung pull system, magpo-produce pa lang yung company kapag umorder sa kanila yung customer, sa push system naman, nag-estimate na sila ng mga possible na orderin ng mga customer, tapos pinoproduce na nila in advance. Sa push system, kung advance nilang pinaprocess, pinoproduce yung mga goods na kailanganin ng mga customers, meron silang possible waste. Kapag hindi naubos yun, merong masasayang. Sa pull system, yun yung minimize nila, yung masasayang na raw materials. Kaya naman sa push system, inventories are high. Sa pull, low lang ang inventories. Kasi nagbabase lang sila sa gusto ng mga customers, sa mga orders ng customers. Kaya, nare-reduce yung kanilang waste o yung mga sayang na products nila. Proceed naman tayo sa may Kanban. Kanban is Japanese for sign. It is an inventory control system used in just-in-time manufacturing to track production and order new shipments of parts and materials. For Kanban teams, every work item is represented as a separate card on the board. And the main purpose of representing work as a card on the Kanban board is to allow team members to track the progress of work through its workflow in a highly visual manner. Now, meron tayong tinatawag na Kanban board. Ito yung itsura niya. Meron tayong mga elements found in a Kanban board, or those are key elements. The first one is the WIP limit or work in process limits. Those are fixed constraints typically implemented on Kanban boards that help teams actively eliminate waste from their processes. WIP limits enable teams to optimize their workflows or for value delivery. Na meron naman tayong columns. The Kanban board has 3 columns. Meron tayong 3 doon. Yung to do, yung gagawin pa lang, doing, yung ginagawa na, at kung ano yung mga nagawa na. And in Kanban, the columns are as follows: requested, in progress, and done. They divide the Kanban board vertically and each of them represents a stage of workflow. Yung pangatlo naman are Kanban cards. Kanban cards are visual representation of the work items or task at hand. Card details may include information such as the task status, the deadline, the assignee, or the description. The fourth is the swim lanes. Swim lanes in Kanban represent horizontal lanes that split the Kanban board into sections used to organize work. We're 2 elements ahead. Now, commitment point naman tayo. A commitment in Kanban is used to indicate a point in the work process where a work item is ready to be actively worked upon. At yung last key elements ng Kanban board is the delivery point. The delivery point on a Kanban board indicates a point in the workflow where work items are considered completed. Now, the next topics will be discussed by the next reporter.
So now, we're moving on to the Six Sigma. Let's go. So, firstly, what is Six Sigma? Six Sigma is a defined and disciplined business methodology to increase customer satisfaction and profitability by streamlining operations, improving quality, and eliminating effects in every organization-wide process. It is a set of management tools and techniques designed to improve the capability of the business process by reducing the likelihood of error. Six Sigma is a data-driven approach to the usage of statistical methodology for eliminating defects, defect reduction, and profits improvement. So, kakasabi ko lang po, ang Six Sigma ay upang mabawasan ng mga depekto sa proseso ng pagmamaktura nito. Ang Six Sigma ay tumutukoy sa karaniwang paglihis at musay sa siksika. Ang sukat ng isang karaniwang paglihis ay binibigyan ng sigmulan ang sigma at ang anumang pagmamahagi ang bilang ng mga bagay na nasa labas ng 6 na karaniwang sigma mula sa mean ay nagpakaliit na naglalaho, kaya ang ibig sabihin ng Six Sigma ay pagbabawas ng bilang ng mga depekto sa isang napakaliit na halaga. Ito ay sa paniwala sa pamaraan ng pagpapabuti ng proseso na nakatuon sa patuloy na kalidad. So, we're going to the next slide. So, what is Six Sigma methodology? Six Sigma is a method that provides organization method tools to improve the capability of their business processes to increase in performance and decrease in process variation, helps lead to defect reduction and improve in profits, employee morale, and quality of products or service. So just like I said, it improves the capability of their business process kasi po may dalawang methodology po yan. So sa kaliwa po yung Lean at yung kanan naman po ay Six Sigma. So unahin na natin yung Six Sigma yung Lean. Yung Lean po ay ang abilidad po niya ay ayusin yung mga basura, yung mga siguro mga nire-recycle na yung mga o yung mga kailangan talaga na at sila na mga hindi na kailangan talaga at sila yung nagpo-provide ng value sa mga customers, nagpapatuloy ng improvements, sila yung nagre-reduce ng cycle time. Saka yung Six Sigma naman po ay siya yung nagpapabuti ng proseso. Next slide. So, where did Six Sigma came from? So, firstly, Six Sigma started from Motorola, developed the quality improvement process in mid-1980s. The idea of Six Sigma is to improve quality so that the number of defects becomes so few that are statistically insignificant. And the next one, Six Sigma was popularized in the 1990s by Jack Welch, the chairman of General Electric, adopted Six Sigma in his company. The company developed the method and linked it to executive compensation and return on invested, ROI in short. In GE's annual reports, they showed that Six Sigma implementation had financial benefits. Well, so now we're moving on to this. So what is the meaning of DMAIC and DMADV? So, the first one is the DMAIC. DMAIC is a problem-solving and process improvement model. And DMAIC stands for Define, Measure, Analyze, Improve, Control. And for the next one is DMADV. This method is used when you need to create or completely redesign a process, product, or service to meet customers' requirements. So, magde-deep dive pa po tayo kung ano po talaga yung mga standards po neto, like DMAIC. So, DMAIC stands for Define, the first one, the problem improvement activity, opportunity for improvement, the project goals, customer, internal and external requirements. So ibig sabihin po, sa may define po, sa define phase po, you determine what the goals of the project are. In this case, you want to reduce the amount of the taken to deliver the example po, yung chicken truck pupunta po sa may supermarket from the warehouse, ganun po, to the supermarket, so that is stock on the supermarket shelves before po mag 7:30 sa umaga. So the next one is measure. Measured is process performance. So ano ba ang base niyan? So measured performance is you measure the performance of the current untethered process, like the chicken supply truck leaves that, let's see, like I said, like the 7:30 in the morning, and can take on, may sabihin natin po na may tatlong routes tayo. May sa gitna po yung route A, so kung susunod naman po yung B, sa kanan naman po yung C. Siyempre po, mas maganda po yung sa gitna po, di ba ba? Mas madiretso kaysa naman po sa dalawa. Baka mas matagalan po kayo, at yung mas matagalan po yung stock na ma-deliver po yung mga chicken na in-order po nila sa supermarket. As it in English, rough as is in the currently the prepared one, it takes only 16 minutes in sa gitna po sa may route A to reach the supermarket, compared to B and C, which takes a truck reach the supermarket more late. So now we have the third one, the analyze one. Analyze the process to determine root causes the variation and poor performance defects. So, in analyze phase, you find out why the defects exist. So, bakit na nag-ano yun? Dahil yung sa mena natin, di ba, sa mga katulad sinabi ko, yung mga routes. Since route and B and C, kasi mas matatagalan tayo doon. Kasi, yung sa B and C, meron din kasing causes yun. Pwede traffic, or meron kasing mga doon binababa yung mga bata pag-uwi sa eskwelahan, kaya mas matatagalan tayo. Pero pag yung ginawa natin ay 7:30, nireduce natin dapat ng 6:30 na mas maaga, di mas maganda. 6:30 kang aalis, Hindi walang traffic siguro, wala pang traffic, saka yung mga bata pa lang naman gumagayak pa lang nun. Hindi mas maganda, mababawasan yung time doon sa may routes ng BNC. Kunyari sabihin na natin na yung route, yung time minutes sa may route BNC ay sabihin natin sa may route B ay 70, sa route C ay 75. Hindi marureduce yun kasi mas maga kang umalis. Hindi may sabihin na natin na 45, saka ay 40 pala, saka sa may C naman ay 45. Hindi mas maganda, hindi sabi ka na pupunta, hindi mas madali ka makakano. Pero siyempre, yung sa nakalimutan natin gitna, siyempre hindi yung magbabago, yung route pa rin natin pag tayo pumunta doon ay ganun pa rin, same time. So now we're going to the improve process performance by addressing and eliminating the root causes. So, ang improve pace naman po, it can be improved by addressing and eliminating the route causes now that you realize that unpassing the chicken pickup by an hour and changing your routes to the route B can save you time. You change the process accordingly, providing your workers with ample time to stock the milk into the chicken into the shelves before the morning rush. Sa tulad nga pa sinabi ko dito, mas pina-improve nyo po yung pag-delivery po. Mas dumali po, mas naging less time po kayo na makapunta sa may supermarket. Siyempre, less time, mas marami po magagawa po yung mga workers po dun sa may supermarket. Yung size po yun. So, the last one is control. Control the improved process the future process performance. So in the control phase, you make a regular adjustments to control new processes in future performance. You can continue to monitor the delivery times and try alternative routes to continually improve the process and ensure even faster delivery. So hindi naman po porket tatlo lang yung routes natin po, hindi hanggang doon na lang. Siyempre, always find a new way po para ma-improve ang delivery time. Sabi nga naman po kanina, less time, much better. Hindi po naman tayo pumunta sa ibang route like D, E, F, G, or anymore. That's like, if it saves you time, that's much better for that. So, we're done on DMAIC. Now, we're moving on DMADV. So, DMAB stands for define, measure, analyze, design, verify. So, the meaning of this is the verification stage is for testing the design and taking the through prototyping in a series of different design stages. So now we're done on explaining what is the meaning of DMAIC and the DMADV. So now we're moving on the next slide. So this is the birth of Sigma. Just like I said before, there are two methodologies. The left one is the Lean, the right one is the Six Sigma. So the Lean is the concept of management, focuses on the reduction and elimination of 8 kinds of waste, known as downtime, an acronym formed by the defects: overproduction, waiting, non-analyzed talent, transpiration, inventory, motion, and extra purposing. Lean refers to any method, measures, or tool that helps in identification and elimination of waste. And as for the Six Sigma, it refers to tools and techniques that are used to improve manufacturing processes. The strategy attempts to identify and eliminate the causes of defects and variation in business and manufacturing processes. So these are the benefits of Six Sigma methodology. Its probability, cost requirements, efficiency and effectiveness, empower employees, competitive advantage, database decision, and also it can increase in profits, standardized and simplified process. It will also reduce errors and it costs, just like I said, employee development. I'm there, sorry. And the last one is value to customers. And that's it. Thank you for listening and you have a great day.